I refused to stop cooking bacon in my kitchen due to my teenage daughter's vegan lifestyle. So my daughter Emma turned 16 last month and decided she was going vegan. Cool, whatever. I don't really care what she eats as long as she's healthy. But then she started getting all preachy about it, telling me and my wife how we're murderers and destroying the planet every time we ate meat. I just rolled my eyes and kept eating my hamburger. The real problem started about 3 weeks ago when I was making breakfast on a Saturday morning. I had some thick-cut bacon sizzling in the pan, and the smell was filling up the whole kitchen. Emma came downstairs in her pajamas, took one whiff, and completely lost it. She started screaming about how I was torturing innocent animals and how the smell made her want to throw up. Then she demanded I stop cooking bacon in her house. I laughed and told her it was actually my house since I pay the mortgage, and I'd cook whatever I wanted in my own kitchen. She stormed off to her room and slammed the door so hard the whole upstairs shook. My wife Carol tried to play peacekeeper and suggested maybe I could cook bacon when Emma wasn't home. I said absolutely not. This is my house. I've been eating bacon for 43 years, and I'm not changing my breakfast routine because a teenager watched some documentary about farm animals. Things got worse over the next few days. Emma would come downstairs every morning while I was cooking bacon and stand there with her arms crossed, glaring at me like I was personally strangling a pig. She'd make these dramatic gagging sounds and wave her hand in front of her nose. One morning, she even brought down her phone and started recording me cooking, saying she was going to post it online to show everyone what a heartless animal abuser her dad was. I told her to put the phone away or I'd take it for a week. She called me a fascist and stomped back upstairs. The breaking point came last Tuesday. I was making my usual bacon and eggs before work when Emma came down with this big poster board. She'd made a sign that said, "Bacon equals murder," in huge red letters, and taped pictures of cute baby pigs all over it. She planted herself right next to the stove and held up this sign while I was trying to cook. I ignored her for about 5 minutes, but then she started making these weird squealing noises that were supposed to be pig sounds. My neighbors could probably hear her through the windows. I finally snapped and told her to knock it off or she was grounded. She looked me dead in the eye and said, "Ground me then. At least pigs and factory farms get better treatment than I do in this house." That's when I lost it. I turned off the stove, grabbed her sign, and ripped it in half. I told her I was done with her drama queen act and that she had two choices: either deal with me cooking bacon in my own kitchen or find somewhere else to live when she turns 18. Emma started crying and ran upstairs. Carol came down a few minutes later and told me I was being too harsh. She said maybe we could compromise somehow, like I could use the electric griddle on the back porch when I wanted bacon. I said hell no. I'm not cooking my breakfast outside like some kind of caveman because my teenager decided to become a militant vegan. If Emma wants to eat nothing but lettuce and beans, that's her choice, but she doesn't get to control what everyone else in the house eats. The next morning, Emma tried a different approach. She came downstairs with her laptop and started playing these really loud videos about factory farming while I cooked. The videos had all these horrible sounds of animals screaming and crying. I walked over and slammed the laptop shut, told her if she pulled that stunt again, I'd take away her internet for a month. She accused me of silencing the truth and said I was afraid to face what I was supporting. I told her the only thing I was supporting was my right to eat breakfast in peace. Yesterday was the final straw. I woke up early to cook bacon before work, and when I opened the refrigerator, all my bacon was gone. Every single package. I found Emma in the living room eating cereal, and when I asked where my bacon went, she just shrugged and said she liberated it. Turns out she'd thrown $12 worth of bacon in the garbage disposal the night before. I made her stick her hand down there and pull out every piece she could find. Most of it was ruined, but I made her pay me back with her babysitting money anyway. I went to the store before work and bought twice as much bacon as before. When I got home that evening, I cooked an entire pound of it just to make a point. The whole house smelled like bacon for hours. Emma sat in the backyard with her windows closed and texted her friends about how toxic her home environment was.